It always starts beautifully, doesn't it? He texts you good morning. He calls you before he sleeps. He tells you that you're different, that he's never felt this way before. And for a while, you believe him. You start to feel safe. You start to imagine a future. But then, slowly, something changes. The texts become shorter. The calls disappear. And the man who once couldn't go a day without you now goes days without even thinking of you. You notice it. You feel it. But you can't understand why. Why do men lose interest so fast? Even when things seem perfect. It's always magical in the beginning. He's charming. He listens and he laughs at your jokes, even the silly ones. You start to see something real in his eyes, something that makes you believe he's serious. He asks about your day. He remembers small details. He says things that make your heart race. You think this might be different. You start to fall, not just for his words, but for the way he makes you feel. But what you don't realize is that in those moments, he's not just connecting with you. He's connecting with how you make him feel about himself. And when that feeling starts to fade, so does his effort. It's never sudden. It's small things at first. The morning text arrives at noon. He sounds distracted during your calls. The excitement in his voice begins to fade. You tell yourself, he's just busy. But your heart knows something's changed. You start to overthink, replaying conversations, wondering if you said something wrong. But here's the truth most women never hear. He didn't lose interest because of something you did. He lost interest because he never knew how to stay interested in something real. See, some men are addicted to the chase. They love the thrill of winning a woman's attention. They love the spark, the mystery, the excitement. But when the chase ends, they mistake peace for boredom. They mistake comfort for loss of attraction. You start waiting for messages that never come. You stare at your phone, watching the typing dots disappear. You tell your friends, it's fine. But deep down, you know something has changed. You remember how he used to look at you. You remember how it felt when he couldn't stop touching your hand. You remember how safe you felt when he said, I'm not going anywhere. And now he's gone. No explanation, no closure, just distance. And you sit there wondering, was I too much? Did I love too deeply? Was I the problem? But you weren't. You were just real. And he didn't know how to handle real. Men don't always lose interest because they stop liking you. They lose interest when they stop feeling emotionally stimulated. In the beginning, he's drawn to the unknown, to your mystery, your confidence, your presence. But as he gets comfortable, he stops trying. And when he stops trying, he stops feeling. For most men, effort creates emotion. When he's chasing you, he's investing. And when he invests, he gets emotionally attached. But the moment he feels like he's won you completely, he stops investing. And that's when the distance begins. Not because you gave too much, but because he stopped appreciating what he had. So you cry. You feel the ache in your chest. You replay every good memory until it hurts to remember. But eventually, the pain softens. And you start to see the truth. You realize that love shouldn't feel like you're begging for attention. It shouldn't feel like guessing games and mixed signals. And it shouldn't leave you feeling unworthy of effort. You start to understand that you didn't lose him. You just lost someone who wasn't ready for the kind of love you offer. And that's not rejection, that's protection. Because one day someone will come into your life who won't need space to realize your worth. He'll know it from the very start. But before that day comes, you learn to rebuild yourself, to understand love, not from pain, but from power. You learn that when you understand what emotionally connects a man, you never have to chase love again. You learn that you can inspire him to chase you without pretending, without games, without losing yourself. I remember hearing about a woman named Claire. She was kind, smart, beautiful, and tired. Tired of men losing interest after a few weeks. Tired of being the only one who cared enough to try. One day, she came across a guide. Not a magic trick, not manipulation. but something that finally made sense of everything she'd been through. It was called 72 Plus Secrets to Make a Man Chase You and Commit to You. It wasn't about changing who she was. It was about understanding how men think, how attraction isn't just physical, it's deeply psychological. She learned the emotional patterns that make men feel connected, how to express her energy in a way that pulled him closer, and how to stay mysterious without being distant. And within weeks, things started to change. She stopped overgiving. She started understanding her power. And suddenly, men weren't losing interest anymore because she stopped chasing love and started inspiring it. And that's the moment she realized she never needed to beg for effort again. If you've ever felt like men lose interest too quickly, if you've ever questioned your worth because someone stopped trying, then maybe it's time to see love differently. The 72 Plus Secrets to Make a Man Chase You and Commit to You isn't a bunch of tricks or manipulation. It's emotional understanding. It's what makes a man feel safe enough to stay and challenged enough to keep chasing you. It's written for women who are tired of overthinking and ready to attract love that stays effortlessly. You'll discover how to reignite attraction when it starts fading, make him emotionally invested in you long term, keep the spark alive without losing your peace. If that sounds like something your heart needs, the link is below. Not because you need it, but because you deserve the kind of love that doesn't fade away. 72 Plus Secrets to Make a Man Chase You and Commit to You. So here's the truth. You can't force someone to stay interested, but you can learn how to inspire lasting connection. You can learn how to be the woman who doesn't need to beg, because her energy naturally draws love toward her. And once you understand that, you'll never fear losing anyone again. Because the right man won't lose interest. He'll grow more obsessed with your calm, your mystery, your peace, and your power. You won't have to chase anymore. You'll simply be, and he'll keep coming closer. If he lost interest, let him. If he stopped trying, release him. Because the man meant for you won't be confused about you. He won't disappear when things get deep. He'll stay. Even when love gets real, messy, and vulnerable. And until that man arrives, learn the language of love that keeps attraction alive. Understand your own emotional power, because once you do, you won't just get attention. You'll keep the kind of love that never leaves. Sometimes losing him is how you finally find yourself. And when you do, you'll attract a kind of love that doesn't need to be chased. It will chase you.